Today I'm going to teach you how to create a YouTube watermark. The watermark is a great subtle way to remind your audience that, hey, if you like watching our content, maybe you should subscribe to our channel. So you'll notice at second 10 of our video, our YouTube watermark comes up and it looks like the YouTube subscribe button. So something to keep in mind with your watermark is you want something that's obviously on brand and it's something that stands out, but not too much, because you obviously want people to just watch your content, but then you want them to subtly see that in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen and maybe subscribe to your channel. And so if you were to create something like this with maybe your brand logo in a dark color like this, especially with this background, it might not ever get seen. And then on top of that, if someone is not used to using YouTube, they don't know what that is. They don't know that they can mouse over it and subscribe. If we chose something like this though, maybe that's a little bit too loud and distracting while someone is trying to watch our content. And so we think the subscribe button is a great in between. No matter what color background you're using, someone's going to see that red. It's something they recognize and probably realize they could mouse over and subscribe. So what we're going to do today is first we'll go into YouTube Studio and I'll show you how to add or update your watermark. And then I'll show you how to create these two designs. So this one like this, and then also the subscribe button that we're currently using. So let's get into it. Okay, so here we are at youtube.com. Let's now go to YouTube Studio. And then once you're in YouTube Studio, go down along the left-hand side and click on Customization, and then click on Branding. So here's where you would update your profile picture and your YouTube banner. If you haven't yet watched our YouTube banner tutorial video, I'll link to that up above right here. And then down below, you'll see the video watermark. So what you can do is have it come on at the end of your video. We have it set for a custom start time of 10 seconds or for the entire video. So if you want to update the watermark, just click on change and then select what you want to change it to. So we can change it to our green. You see it selects a square image, done, and then click publish. One quick thing I want to show you here is to create the subscribe button that we're going to show you in a minute. It also has to be a square. So if you had an image that was just like this and try to add it as your watermark, it's not going to work because it basically is going to make you select a square of that image. So we'll cancel that. And if you stick around till later for the second design, I'll show you how to create that watermark. So now that that's all set, we published with the green watermark. Another great subtle way to remind people to subscribe to your channel is by creating an animated subscribe button like the one below. That was a topic of our latest video. If you want to learn how to do that, check out the video up above right here. Here we are at canva.com. So this is the first design we're going to create, and then I'll show you how to create the subscribe button. This is actually really, really easy. Honestly, I think it'll probably take me less than a minute. So Diego usually edits our YouTube videos. Diego, why don't you put a clock on screen right now once I start editing, and let's see how long this takes. So if you click on create a design, just something that's square, that's less than a megabyte. It doesn't have to be certain dimensions. So we'll use a Instagram post. First thing is change the background. So let's make it with our blue color. Then we need an element, which is, this YouTube button, but we can find that through search as well. YouTube button. And you'll see it again right here. Add that to our design. We want everything to be very, very noticeable. And so made the button a little bit bigger. If you hit T, you can start typing text and then type subscribe, something like that. And you can either change the font up above or drag the corner to make the text bigger, something about like that. This font though, so is Open Sans Light. Open Sans is fairly similar to what YouTube uses, but we don't want to use light because this is going to be really, really small and we want people to be able to read subscribe. So I'll change it to Open Sans and then actually make it bold. And there you go. That's the design. Click download, and it opened on my other screen. It looks like that. How long did that take? So that was the first design, fairly easy, and I already showed you how you could go and add that to your channel. The second design takes a couple of extra steps, but honestly, it's really easy, so bear with me. So what we're going to do here is, so this design that I created here is what we're going to replicate. So the subscribe button is only 1/3 of the total. The Instagram dimensions are a little bit bigger, and I don't want to deal with the math of 1080 by 1080. So let's do something that's 600 by 600. You can see I already created this a minute ago. Create design. And what we want to do here is leave the background, but we need to create the actual shape that we need for the subscribe button. So what we'll do here is we want a rectangle, so we can click on that. And then this rectangle obviously needs to be the YouTube subscribe button red, which is a little different than this red right here. So what I did is I took a screenshot of the subscribe button and then uploaded it to this web page called Image Color Picker. Then you can scroll over and click on it, and it gives you the hex code. So having that and going back to here, I can click on the rectangle, color, new color, paste, and this is the subscribe button red. And so as I mentioned, I want this to be 200 pixels, being the total height is 600, and then stretch this out to the width of 600 like that, and then move it down to the bottom like so. Then again, hit T for text, and then write subscribe. And again, change it to regular open sans, make it bold, and make it bigger. So something like that probably. And then if you click off, and then you can drag it to where you want it. So look at the color lines that come up. So this is centered horizontally. And then here you can see the dotted lines to show you that it was actually centered vertically within this rectangle. And again, we need to change the color of the font. And so let's make that white. So that is essentially a design. I don't know how long that one took as well, but it was really quick. So there's a small issue here is that this white is now part of the image. So if you have the normal just free Canva and you download it, you're gonna have this white background. If you have Canva Pro, I'll put a link down below where you can get 45 days free for Canva Pro. That is our affiliate link, so we could earn a small commission, but at no extra cost to you. So you could either try Canva Pro, or I'm gonna actually show you a free way to do it that doesn't involve using Canva Pro. So within Canva Pro, you just click transparent background, good to go. Otherwise, you can just download the file normally, but I wanna make sure I can find this on my computer, so I just change the file name a little bit so I don't have anything else that starts with Z. If I go to download, and then if I download this file, okay, you'll see now, so I have this file and it's on my other monitor. I'll slide it over. You can see this white background. So if you haven't done so yet, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube masterclass. It's an hour-long free training that goes through a ton of different tips to help you grow on YouTube in 2021. I'll put a link to that down below in the description. If you saw our video on how to remove the background from your images, here's one of the websites that I can't talk that I showed you. And so what we want to do here is, so here's the subscribe button, drag it over, and then what you're going to see is the background is now gone. The little squares mean that there's nothing there. The one issue that we have with using this is it'll also remove the white from subscribe, and I don't know why that was taken away as well. But if we click on edit, and then either erase, restore, and we want to restore. We want to add something back to this. And then we can make the brush size bigger, and then basically just go over all of this, and we have the white for subscribe, but then up above is actually transparent. So now if we download this file, download image, we have the file without the background now. So if we go back, let's go back to YouTube, and then now if we go to change, downloads, and then here is the one without the background. And so you can see now it's highlighting this whole rectangle, but there's actually nothing right here. Click done, and then as I reminded you before, make sure to hit publish. Two other ways to help you get more subscribers. One, create a banner for your YouTube channel. I'll walk you through step-by-step how to do that in this video here. Also by creating an animated subscribe button that comes up on screen asking people to subscribe. Learn how to do that right here. Hope to see you in those and other videos. Bye-bye.